Soulies, welcome back to Eat Your Heart Out. I am your host, Ish, and today is just me. Yes, just me. Sometimes podcasting alone can be a little bit different because you have no one in the room to argue with, to debate with, to laugh with. But sometimes, guess what? Life make you do it on your own. You got to do it on your own. It's totally fine, totally okay. But it's just me today, guys. And with all the changes going on, fall just hit. Summer is officially over. Sometimes you go over in your mind and think about what you're going to do to change with the seasons. I know I do. It's a few things I do when fall comes. First of all, I don't really put my summer clothes up because when you become an adult, you don't really have summer versus winter clothes. Your clothes just transition into fall clothes. You put a sweater over it. You have the same dress. You put some stockings on, a sweater over it. For men, you put a hoodie on top of it. It's not that much different when you're an adult with summer versus winter clothes. So that's one thing I do. Second thing I do is I clean my roster up. Summertime is all fun. So most times the guys that I'm dating, they're summer guys. Summer guys meaning they outside, they're having fun as a group with their friends, with my friends. We're just kicking it. Summertime, I never really find a guy who I take seriously because summertime is just for fun. No one wants to really settle down in summertime. You know, you want to meet people and start building your roster. So when the fall hits, that's when you go ahead and you minimize your roster. You take the ones that's really not going to last through the winter. Meaning the guys that come in the fall are the ones that are able to have conversations, keep your interest, have some kind of, goals in life. Summer guys, it's not about goals. It's about the fun and being in the moment when it's the summer guys. But fall guys going into the winter, those are the guys that you can actually hold a conversation with, talk about things that's going on in your life, and kind of move to the next step in relationships or next step in the talking stage. And it's important to make sure you're taking the time to clear your roster, to make sure you get rid of all the summer guys. Tell them, hey, I see you next summer. See you next spring. We'll hang out. Or if there's an event going on, I might hit you up. But right now, it's not working. And that's totally fine. I think for a long time after I got divorced, I just thought every guy I met was supposed to be a guy I wanted to date. And it took me some time to learn that no, some guys you meet, it's not just for dating, it's for fun. It's for right now. It's for just hanging out. It don't have to be sex or anything. It could just be, it is what it is. And that's totally fine. But it's fall now and I'm so ready to minimize my roster. You know, talk to maybe a guy or two. And don't forget when you're dating is not one person at a time. You want to date multiple people. And I have sex with them. But date multiple people so you are able to determine who you really like. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket and then you're disappointed. Because disappointment is a huge part of dating. I mean, I get disappointed all the time. I think I look for disappointment. That's what makes me a crazy Capricorn because I literally be like, when is he going to fuck up and how? And I want to know. And my friend's like, Ish, you have to stop doing that. But I think it's a protection mechanism I have for myself, just looking for the issue. But it also holds me back, I'm sure, from growing with anyone because if I'm assuming you're going to fuck up and you fuck up, I'm assuming that it wasn't supposed to work out. But don't be like me or be like me because I don't get my heart broke. It's a protection mechanism that I make sure I don't get my heart broke because I don't even want to, wait for them to fuck up. But it's a part of dating. Things happening, not working out. I recently was dating a guy or trying to date a guy. And I should have known it wasn't going to work out between us two because we've been trying to date for a very long time and it just doesn't work. Our schedules are so crazy. I think because he's a Capricorn like me, we're both so busy. I think I love being busy. Like if I have an hour or two of just downtime, I'm trying to find something to do. I don't really like downtime. I don't really take naps. I'm really always on the go, which isn't probably healthy at all. But that's what keeps my mind and my body moving every day is being busy. Now, if you have some tips for me how to slow down and calm down and just relax, let me know because I would love to do it. I just don't ever feel right relaxing. I read something the other day that said, I grew up in survival mode. Like, it can go on like these different like AI programs and type in like how you feeling, and they'll give you like responses. Now, if they're right or wrong, I don't know. But this one particularly said, I grew up in survival mode, and because of that, I'm always trying to make sure I'm surviving every single day. I'm like a hunter, and I want to make sure I have everything I need every single day. And I honestly can say I do live like that. I'm always trying to make sure I have enough, and I might have more than enough, but I don't want to ever go back to not having a lot. I grew up very, very poor. I can't even say it's not poor. With lots of love, but very poor. And because of that, I want to make sure I always have a lot. And I think that's how I am in relationships. I want to make sure I have a lot in relationships. I don't want you to give me some of you. I want all of you. So because I feel like most people right now ain't ready to give you all of them, you're getting none of them. For me, I don't want no parts of you if I can't have all of you. And I'm not asking for it. So if you're not voluntarily or openly giving me all of you, I don't want any of you. So because of that, I literally do short relationships. I literally do 7 days, 14 days, and call it a day. You know, most times we don't even get to the second stage where it's like really going on a date or having sex or anything. It's always kind of like we're in the talking stage. I don't come out the talking stage too often with people. People are really boring. And I don't mean in their life. They might have the most fun in life. But when it comes to trying to converse and be in a relationship, I don't think most people are actually giving their all anymore. So why am I giving my all? So because of that, it keeps me in short-term situationships. I'm not even going to say relationships, situationships. I think my long-term relationships right now are my real relationships. The ones you send people online, when you send them a reel, they send you a reel, y'all laugh together every day. You got them people them seasonal people you have that just send you reels, and then after a few months, he stops sending you reels, you stop sending him reels, so you got somebody else you send reels to, and y'all laugh together. That's my relationships right now. I have a lot of real relationships, which used to be when you were dating, you guys just sit and you used to watch TV together. You used to watch Love and Hip Hop, or you used to watch football. Although you wasn't into football and he wasn't into Love and Hip Hop, that's what you did together. That was your time together with your person you liked, and you sat and you chill with them. So those relationships, I have that now, real relationships, the ones where I'm just on Instagram and we just send each other reels and we laughing and, seeing what tickles your fancy, because everything isn't funny to me that's funny to you. So yes, that's the relationships I'm in right now. But back to being fall. A lot of changes are going on. People are different. Friendships are changing. I even have friends for the season. I don't know about you, but I have a lot of friends who I hang with just in the summertime. And one time I tried to hang out with one of my friends in the wintertime, and I realized she was just a summer friend. We really couldn't have a conversation. We really couldn't talk about anything. We were very quiet. We just wasn't even interested in what each other were doing in our lives. But we know how to go outside, get cute together, and get niggas together. That was our friendship. Being outside, having fun, being those pretty girls outside together and having some fun. But when wintertime came and fall came and it was cold outside and we just wanted to go get a drink together, the conversation was quiet. Those are not the friends those are your associates. Those aren't friends who you want to consider bringing to a family dinner or outside of that little circle you're in with them when you're just partying. Those are my party friends. I don't party associates. I don't want to ever, try to cross that line or cross that bridge and bring you on the other side as a real friend where we can just have a conversation. I can call you about my problems and that. No, sometimes you got to know what kind of friends you have as well in relationships, which is totally fine. But a lot of friendships are changing right now as well. I just try to go along with it and not put too much on people. I'm really big on, if that's what you do, that's what you do. My expectations are very low for people. And I think because of that, you don't get your feelings hurt too much. You don't expect a lot from anyone. I never grew up expecting a lot from anyone. Not my mom, not my dad, not my grandmother. Yes, I expected a word from her because she showed me that's what she wanted to give me. So someone shows you that's what they want to give you, that's when you go to the next step with that person. That's when you're like, okay, yeah, for sure. Let's for sure be in a relationship or try it out. If they're showing you, I want to give you everything. I want to talk to you about everything. I want to know what Miss Betty did at your job. I want to know how your son did at his game. If they're telling you or showing you what they want from you, people always tell you who they are. I would not assume and try to make a person to what I want them to be. Yeah, it's a little difficult when it comes to relationships for me. I was talking to a friend of mine this week, and she was saying how when she go on Instagram, sometimes she needs a break because of her mind puts this little person on her shoulder, I guess, and it's like her jealousy person. So she'll go on Instagram and she'll see bitches, they got their bodies done, who's able to travel and go all these different places, and men are paying for everything, or maybe they're paying for everything, or have good jobs. And she said, I get jealous sometimes when I feel like I'm not there at the moment. She was saying that sometimes she feel like, why not her? And I can understand that. I mean, I think in the world, everyone's been in a jealous position before. Like, I remember in fourth grade, this girl, she had like the cutest book bag. And I'm like, well, I don't got that book bag. My mom like, you don't need that book bag. And I'm like, I think I do. Like, she has it. It's cute. I want it. Everyone's been jealous of someone before or something before. And with Instagram, everyone's highlighting the best times of their life. So for some reason, if people have more best times or more highlights in their life than you do, you can get jealous from that. And that's my girlfriend. That's okay. That's normal. That's literally normal to be jealous of someone and what they have. But to be envious is different, because now you're hating. Now you're wishing they didn't have it. Now you're like, why they have to have it? Why can't I have it? And it's okay to look at someone and say, Dad, it's nice they have all that. How do they do it? How can I do more for me so I can have all that? And that should be the thought process, not the hating part, not the envious part. But the jealousy part is normal. That's in everybody. It's just how you react and how you go forward with that thought. So sometimes being jealous is okay. It's motivation. I look at it as motivation. If I see someone with something, I'm like, Dad, they had 100,000 followers. I want 100,000 followers. I got to do more. I'm not going right into the thought. They had 100,000 followers. Them motherfuckers is fake. They don't got real followers. They just made that up. They just bought those followers. No. You want to look at their content and be like, dang, they really out here 4 times a day posting. And, it's different ways to look at things when you see someone doing better than you at the moment. And it's always a moment. You can always be lit tomorrow. Girls who get their bodies done, I love it. Be perfect. Make yourself the best version of you ever. I just don't think that it's for everybody. Everybody can't be everything. Everybody can't look the same. Everybody can't be the same. We have to have some individuality in this world, which is totally fine. Everyone's different, I told my girlfriend was like, maybe I should get my body done. What people don't understand is, right, every girl who ever got their body done ain't with a rich nigga. It just don't go like that. Because you still got to have some kind of personality. You still got to have something going for yourself. After you get your body done, you got to still be able to get into those rooms where those people are. It's things that's just, one thing ain't going to change everything for you. And I think that people don't understand that. Sometimes don't change everything. And even for men, some men want to get in shape, want to lose some weight. You may lose weight and get in shape. Do that mean that your life will get that much better? Yes, you're going to definitely look better. And they always say if you look better, you feel better. And when you feel better, you do better shit. 100%. I totally agree with that. I 100% agree with that, right? But that don't mean that now that man's in shape, he's going to get a better job. That don't mean it's automatic. That you might get in better rooms, better people who can offer you a better job. It's still going to take time, and it's still going to take your personality winning that person over to get you that job. And honestly, you could have got it when you were fat. But because you feel better, you're willing to say more and be seen more. That's the only difference. So in all reality, it's more so in your mind than in your body or in how you look. It's all about how you feel, So I think sometimes we put all this pressure on ourselves to look and be different or be like someone else and follow behind someone else. It's a different feel for everyone. We all want what we think is best, but sometimes we just don't have the motivation to do it. And that's the first thing we got to look for, motivation. I feel like everybody, all my Soulies right now, as the seasons are changing, that's what we got to look for. Anything that you want to do in life, you need the motivation. BJ is one of my Soulies. Every week he send me a Soulie prayer, and he's like, Ish, I hope that nothing happens this week. I hope you can get it and you can record. And I thank BJ for that, because he's letting me know that someone's listening. As a podcaster, you want to be the best podcaster ever. But this shit don't happen overnight. Sometimes it takes you time to grow and be where you want to be at. And you just need the motivation. Find what motivates you. if motivating you is someone talking to you on a podcast, and listen to a podcast every single day. If it's your grandma, call your grandma every single day. If it's going outside, walking, getting some air, go get some air. Life will beat everybody down, but it's about you motivating yourself or finding motivation for yourself to be your best version. We have to continue to be the best version of ourselves. If you want to get into a relationship, if you want to date, if you want to have a relationship with your mother or your father, if you want to have a great job, if you want to look your best, motivation is the key to everything right now. Everything. You can find that in prayer, in church, with your pastor. I don't care what helps you. Find it and do it. It's a new season here. So new season, new you. Let's do better. Let's be better. I feel like this season, I am no longer waiting on other people to help me grow. A lot of times, even with Lara and Lionel, I'm on a network. We all have crazy lives right now. Everyone's trying to make things happen. So sometimes, even with your friendship, it's hard to get in the same room with people. It's like, hey, this is the schedule. This is what we're doing. Sometimes it don't work out. But you can't let others down because you're waiting for someone else to make sure your shit is good. You gotta sometimes just be like, hey, I gotta do shit on my own at this point. And we're gonna see if people still like it. We're gonna see if people still want it. It's okay to just push yourself or motivate yourself to do something that you're kind of afraid to do. And I don't know why we're like that. Someone tell me, is it like pointing a finger? Do we like to point the finger at others? Is that what it is, you think? Like, I don't know if it doesn't work out, I'm saying. Like, so if I wanted, let's say Lionel and Lara was like, hey, we can't record for 3 months. And I'm like, shit, I can't record that for 3 months because Lionel can't record for 3 months. What do I do? Do I not do it? And then if I start failing, do I blame Lionel? Like, hey, it's your fault. Because when it was us, we was better. No one wants to hear just Aisha, So, but instead it's like, no, fuck pointing the finger. I got to pick up the slack and figure something out. I got to figure it out. But that's where I was, that's how it is when you want to motivate yourself, when you got to do better for yourself and pick yourself up. It's okay to do that. And I'm sure it's going to work out, And sometimes you're not always going to be by yourself. You can start off by picking yourself up. And trust me, someone's going to come along and help eventually. Whether it's your best friend is calling you and saying, I'm just checking in on you. And you needed that call. Or your mother or your sister or a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You never know. Someone might come in as they see you motivating yourself and be like, hey, I'm happy you just did it on your own. I'm proud of you. But I can help you now because I'm free now. I'm here to be here for you now. Totally fine. Speaking of, so I like this guy, right? And this nigga just, I don't know. He drives me a little crazy, to be honest with you. Because I didn't like him, then I liked him, then he do things make me like him. It just was all over the place. And I don't know, y'all, if that's a red flag, because sometimes I don't see red flags. I just be fucking with people. And if I'm not looking for a red flag, I think I miss it a lot. And because I'm always looking for a red flag, I cut people off a lot. But the ones that slide in there through the corner, through the cracks, sometimes I miss all the red flags. So anyway, I like this guy. And we kept making plans to meet up. And sometimes he'll fuck him up. Most times I'll fuck him up. But for some reason, when he fuck him up, I get so mad. It's like, oh, how dare he get busy and have to stay at work late and can't see me now. But mind you, I've done it so many times to him. And he still just understood it. Like, hey, no problem, no biggie. Totally fine. Okay, cool. But I don't like being stood up. I don't like being cut short. I don't like any of those. I don't like making plans and not going through with them once you make the plan. Well, you're not going through with them because I know for sure I don't go through with all plans once I make them. Like, even with friends, I'll be like, change my mind. I don't feel like it no more. But even still, so I like the guy, and then we had plans, and then it didn't work out, and he tried to text me the next day, and I was like, no, don't text me now. I'm cool off you. I don't want to go around in a circle with you. And he like, what the fuck? Like, you can fuck up, but if I do, it's the worst thing in the world. And in my mind, yes, it's the worst thing in the fucking world. You should have came through because it's me. And I realized I was being a bitch about it. But sometimes when you had your heart broke before, you kind of just don't, you kind of feel like, is that a red flag? Is that how the situation would go if we were to go any farther with the situation? Like, is it going to be on a normal of you? Is that going to be normal for you to not be available for me when I want you to be available. Or when we have plans, should I say, not when I want you to be available. That's kind of like crazy to say. But when we have plans, would that be out of the ordinary for you not to be available after you made plans? So sometimes I cut shit off, and maybe I shouldn't have. I think I cut him off and I probably shouldn't have. And I liked them, but I think that's the part that scared me a little bit, because liking people these days are very hard for me, because you never know someone's, someone's intentions. And I know that's probably the good part about dating, just kind of figuring out people. But also the bad part is, it's like, should I have seen it? Should I have seen it coming? I've been in some horrible relationships before. Horrible. I was dating this one guy. He wanted everything his fucking way. He wanted to have a baby. You know, I got one son. I'm like, I don't want no fucking kid. No more kids. Like, he wouldn't have a baby. He was upset I didn't want to have a baby with him, so he wanted to go fight niggas I used to fuck with. He was like stalking niggas down on an Instagram and seeing where he was going to be at, and he'll go and just punch him. Like, the nigga was literally crazy as fuck, y'all. I'm not even lying. Like, he was so crazy. And I liked him because I thought that crazy shit was cute, until he started going and trying to punch old niggas I was fucking with. Then it's like, oh, nigga, you're really just crazy now. Like, you know, but like, I should have saw that red flag, or all my friends, especially my male friends, was like, Eesh, how haven't you realized the nigga is crazy? Because he used to do shit like pop up wherever I was at, and then like we all like, I don't play about her, like who's it? And I'm like, oh, he liked me a lot. No, nigga was crazy. He was crazy as fuck. Like, and he tried to pull that shit in front of my kid one day, and I'm like, no, done. Like, can't. And sometimes you gotta close the door on crazy niggas, because you think that shit is cute when you're younger, and you realize quickly, like, no, this shit can turn to something way crazier than where we at right now in a relationship. So I had to like get rid of him, and that was the hardest thing in my life ever I had to do with a guy in a relationship. Trying to leave someone alone who don't want to leave you alone will literally fucking probably break you. This shit was so bad. He was getting my family involved, and as an independent woman like myself, I just didn't want to tell anybody. I didn't want to ask for help. I was embarrassed. I'm like, why can't I control this nigga enough for him just to walk away? Like, I'm telling him I don't want to be with him. I was being straightforward with him. I was letting him know what it was. And no matter what I would do, he just didn't understand it. He didn't give a fuck. He like, no, we are going to be together. And I'm like, no, we are not. And the crazy part is, when I was with him, you know, I never let my son know I was with him, because I'm very like particular about who comes around my kid. And I just didn't think that was the best thing for my son to know I was with him just yet. I was waiting for the right time. And couldn't find out it was never the right time, because the nigga was literally insane. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you can't get out. And I think that because of that situation, I'm literally always looking for a red flag, because everybody was so upset, because like I said, he was going so far to punch men that I was fucking with and start fights with them and do the most, that my male friends was getting upset with me, like, Eesh, you getting other niggas harmed. And I'm like, that's not what I want. But what should I have done? Should I have been calling other men that I dealt with in the past? Like, hey, I don't know if my ex know who you are. I mean, if this guy do know who you are, watch your back. That's kind of like vague. I didn't know what guys he was on target or not target, or I didn't know why he was doing it. I didn't know he was doing it in the van. He didn't call me and say, tomorrow I'm going to go punch your old boyfriend in the face. Never knew these things. It would just happen. And I would see it, and the guy like, hey, the guy you fucking with? Why the fuck he just coming out here? It was a crazy situation for me, fucking with him and getting away from him. And the crazy part is, he was a fun guy. Whatever you wanted to do, he was going to spend money. He was going to buy you. He bought me a Rolex. He's done it all. He was a fun guy. But he had a lot going on in his life that he just needed to control everything. That shit right there, I think that has been the end of my wanting to be in relationships with anyone after him, because it looked so good. It felt so good being with him. It was fun. It was everything. It was sexy. It was traveling, everything. But on the other end of things, he just wanted things how he wanted. He was very controlling. He was very possessive. He was very violent. He was anything you can think of. Joe Jackson, Tina Turner, Joe Jackson, Ike Turner mix. That was that man. Like, he was willing to do anything to control someone. Like, and that wasn't okay. Like, it was dangerous. So you got to be careful. Red flags really matter to me. Y'all think I'm crazy or I'm just picky. No, life made me feel like you can't always just be with anybody. And you got to watch people in the way they move when you first meet them because that shit matters. I always tell y'all, people show you who they are. People show you who they are. My grandmother, when I was younger, my grandmother is a mess, y'all. My grandmother was crazy. When I was younger, she used to, like, when guys would pull up on our block to come talk to me and come visit me, she'd stare him down, be like, I don't like him, his football head. Like, she would just, be mean to people and right in front of their face, like, Grandma. But, come to realize, as I got older, she was right. You can look at somebody and see they got bad intentions. They got bad energy. That energy shit is real. If I got bad energy, man, fuck them. Get the fuck out of there. Let that bad energy match somebody else's bad energy, not with your good energy. That shit ain't gonna mix well. Cause you're gonna be always trying to fix them up, always trying to help them, always trying to change them. Changing somebody don't work. If you're in your 20s trying to change a grown ass man or grown ass woman, leave them the fuck where they at. You don't gotta be around them. Fuck them. No, let them be with somebody else with their bad ass energy. Fuck all that. No. It's changing. A lot of changing. The fall is here. We're going to change. We're going to change the way we're dating. Change our intentions with people. Dating more than one person. I kept for some reason seeing this, like, if I fly a girl out, she has to have sex with me. She has to fuck me. I kept seeing that this week, right? And I'm not saying not. I always say, if you're going to fly out to see a guy, have intentions on having sex with him. What I would do if I was a woman, I would fly myself out. If I liked you, I'll fly out and pay for my own shit if I like you. And my own hotel and be like, hey, I'm going to be in Miami. If you want to see me, I'll be down there. We can make a, weekend of it. And he like, yeah, for sure. Okay, well, I'm going to book my ticket and book my room and I'll be in Miami and I'll see you soon. Cool. And we can hang out. This way, there is no expectations of him getting pussy automatically. Because it's kind of like he prepaid for the pussy. He paid for your flight, paid for your hotel, going to take you all weekend. He assuming he's going to get something in return. If you like a guy that's not in your city, in your state, you can drive down or fly down. Do it on your own tab. This way ain't no confusion. Nigga, you didn't prepay for this pussy. I popped up because I popped up. Now we can have fun together. If I choose to have sex with you because I'm down here, then I'm going to fuck you. Cool, that's what's up. But if I pay for my own shit, you can't be mad at me if I come down and I don't fuck you. No. That mean you the lame, not me. That mean you ain't do your job right, not me. That mean you ain't get my pussy popping, not me. You get what I'm saying? You gotta, and men, you can't be expecting things that she paid for herself. And I'm not saying you should if you pay for it. I don't think you should expect it, but I understand why you do. I understand because I know for sure if I pay for nigga to come see me, I don't expect you to be around me, eating my pussy, doing all type of things that I want you to do when I want you to do it. So I understand, but I think that expectations is kind of like, it's janky. Make that known before they come down. Hey, we gonna get a poppin'. We fucking, I don't know if you can ask that kind of question, but shit, if it's your money and you spent that shit and you work hard for your money and you spent that on a girl you don't know like that and brought her to your city, yeah, that should be a conversation you guys should have had prior to her flying out and just being there. I ain't going to talk to you guys head off all day, but I did want to talk to you guys. I had things I wanted to get out. My heart of the week. Well, one, I hope you guys enjoy our conversation. I'll make sure you guys go on YouTube. I'm so close to getting 1,000 subscribers on my new YouTube page, so I'm excited for that. Make sure you guys go on YouTube and subscribe to the new YouTube page. All the episodes on there from 101 on. Episodes 1 to 100 you can find on the LL Network page. You can watch any of the old episodes. They're all up on the LL Network page. Make sure you go on Apple or Spotify, like and subscribe, and download an episode or two. Keep me up there in the top when they ever suggest new podcasts to people. They can see Eat Your Heart Out. I really appreciate you guys being patient with me this week, making sure I'm able to get something out because I always have something to talk about. Always, always, always. And also, if you haven't known, I've been on Word Radio every Friday morning at 8:40 with the Hot Mess. I get on there and I talk about my bullshit. You guys know how I talk every single Friday on Word Radio. I thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. This is a half an episode. So I'm going to have an episode popping out really soon. Heart of the week. Motivation. Find some motivation for yourself. No one loves you how you love you. So take care of you first. I'm going to listen to that part of the week for myself as well, guys. But I love you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.